Um, you all are in your little areas of the ship doing the things that you've been assigned to do. Some of you mopping, some of you climbing the rigging and tying off what ropes need to be tied off. And the officers under your command pass you harnesses, which you use to tie off. And Rowan, as you are on the deck, one of the ship's officers kind of come over and lead you to an area where you can kind of harness yourself to the rails of the ship, and the captain stands on the pilot deck. She mentions something to the first officer, who calls out, "All hands, prepare to climb!" And the bosun down on the main deck says, "Da, you heard him. Get ready." And everybody starts tying off. And suddenly, you can hear the hum of energy building around the ship, and she begins to lift out of the water. Slowly rising. Slowly rising into the air. The people around the docks kind of start to back up a little bit and watch as the ship lifts off. The captain calls a command to the pilot, and you hear, "Aye, Captain!" And the ship starts to fill the sky around the people on the dock. And you're flying. You rise off the waters and into the sky, and suddenly, as it's climbing higher and higher, the ship bursts through the first set of clouds, and you see the sunlight kind of shining down onto the deck. Seagulls soar up and are at eye level with you, just floating on the winds. And there you are among them. For those of you who have not been on the ship before, it's like nothing you've ever experienced. The wind is blowing back your coat, your hair, and you kind of see the site of Geneva becoming smaller and smaller as you float away.
Yeah.
At some point, I come up onto the main deck, and I just take in the whole view and look at the sun, and look at everybody all around me, and I just smile.
I try to climb up at the highest point I can without getting hurt, and just look around.
You do. You climb up to right level with the ship's balloon, and you have your harness strapped onto the rigging, and you lean out a little bit, wrapping your leg around one of the rungs of the rigging, and your arm around the other one, and you just kind of lean out into the sky and put your hand out and feel the wind blowing.
Okay.
As Taylor's doing the rigging, she's just continuously looking down on everything too. Looking at everything around.
I guess I go outside to observe you as well. Just take it all in, as everyone else said.
Sure.
Just to be clear, this is my first time too, or have I been on trips before?
You've been on the ship.
Okay.
You've been on the ship before.
Okay.
So you've been on the ship for a little while now.
Just wanted to make sure if something. Yeah.
You're not a fresh hand. You've been on the ship. Maybe it's been a few months, maybe a year. You're not really. You'd have to sit down and count the weeks to figure out how long you've been on board, but it's been a little bit. That doesn't mean that the feeling of lifting off ever gets old.
Especially for this character too. Okay. Can I search for the captain of the ship?
Well, the captain's on the pilot's deck.
Okay, I go to the captain. Let me check the name again. My bad. I have bad memory. Captain Ivory. Okay.
Yeah, Captain Ivory Swire.
Yeah, I go to her and say hello.
Can I help you, sailor?
So here's what I say. I saw your uncle, or my uncle, with a gigantic thing made of metal. It was so scary. I wanted to tell you immediately. Good thing I found you.
Yes. Well, he likes to bring his toys aboard. So.
But the thing was talking.
All right. I understand, sailor. Look, I am sure that Uncle has it well in hand. I will go speak to him and make sure he does, but for now, do not neglect your duties.
Okay. She just turns around and looks out for the giant metal armor, as she describes, and just goes on to doing her work carefully.
Okay. Okay, so she goes off to look for that.
No, not look for that. Do her job, but be careful of that.
Yes, absolutely. Keep her eyes open. Tech, he has you in his lab, and he's oiled you up, oiled up your joints, and gotten you moving about in a way that's less creaky and groany. And he's tightened some bolts and replaced some parts that have rotted, and in the meantime he's explained that it's been a long time since the Warforged have been around in numbers, and that you are one of the lost artifacts of the past. And tell me, what is it that you last remember?
Well, first of all, I'm more stone than metal. It was one of the first ones, so I'm carved more than I'm built. So it's very black with these silver streaks, and I have silver eyes. And I look at him, I'm like, there was a storm. The entire ship sunk. I was aboard the Tidebringer, yes, under Captain Arwen Tailhook. We went down, and I don't remember after that. What year is it, small person?
Yes, the year. It is 1826 in the age of man.
Age of who? Man? That's 800 years? That can't be right. I must see the stars.
Yes. Well, it will be nightfall in a few hours. At which time, I believe that it would be safe to say that you'll have a rather up close and personal look at the stars. And he kind of smirks a little bit. You've never been aboard a ship like this, I don't believe.
Oh, a ship is a ship. I'm a navigator.
He smiles even broader. A navigator, you say? Well, here. Why don't you come with me, and I will introduce you to the captain.
Very
Perhaps,
well.
perhaps she will have some navigating work for you. It might be useful to have a navigator aboard our ship. And he's kind of like smirking to himself the entire time, like very self-satisfied, very pleased with himself. Little smirk on his face. And he leads you up onto the deck of the ship, and you look around, and you realize that there's a lot of mist hanging very low this evening, and you're not used to a ship that has an air sac above it instead of sails. You don't really understand what you're looking at. But the mists cling low to the water tonight, is the thought that you have going through your head as you look around. And then the ship banks slightly, and you realize that there's no water, and that's not mist. And as you look out over the clouds and kind of they part, and you see the stars, you find that the horizon is hundreds of feet below where you're standing.
I grab the little man. I'm like, we're in the air? What of the dragons? Have you seen them?
Calm down. There haven't been dragons in hundreds of years. Relax.
No dragons?
No.
Well,
Auto shutdown initiated.
what about their kin?
They left the mainland hundreds of years ago and have not returned. There's no dragons to worry about, nor their kin. The time and age are much, much different. I've told you, you've been asleep for a very long time.
Did we win? Do the dwarfs rule now?
That's hard to explain. Look, do you drink? Do you eat? No, you probably don't. Just... No. The dragons fell victim to their own greed, I would say, as far as the stories tell. I don't know exactly. I'm not a historian, and it's been ages since the dragons were here. From everything we know, the empire collapsed of their own doing. And well, the dwarves are our friends. We do speak with them, but as I said, it is the age of man, and it was the empire, the Valkyrian Empire, that ruled over the land shortly after the fall of the Draconic Empire. But there was a time between the two where no one ruled.
The dwarves rule.
Yeah, I'm glad you like them. We have one aboard.
Oh, I must speak with him.
Yes, I'm sure you will get along with him quite nicely, but first the captain should meet with you.
Yes,
Rowan,
indeed.
Rowan, you've been on the deck of the ship pretty much all day, just examining everything you possibly could and taking in the sights. And it has, and as dusk fell and the stars came out, you've been just amazed at what you've seen. And you watch as these two come up on the deck of the ship and are walking towards the captain's quarters.
By these two you mean the old man and the robot, the warforged, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I stare at the warforged, or what looks to be, I guess, like a golem, like to be a better term for it, in sheer amazement. And I approach. I approached the old man, the urchin. Did you make this?
Oh, hello. I wish. That would be quite the feat. No, this gentleman has been around for a very long time. I'm so sorry. I failed to catch your name, sir. And he looks up at Tekai. He looks up at you.
I am Navigator Tektite.
Yes, and he comes to us from the ancient past, actually.
Auto shutdown cancelled.
How ancient are we talking?
Well, a very, very, very long time. Several hundred years.
What manner of creature are you? I tap Rowan on the head.
I look annoyed. I look annoyed and try and slap his hand away. Human.
Humans.
Does your kind, I guess, have a name?
I'm a warforged. Built to fight dragons and their kin.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's a bit of a shortage on dragons currently.
I'm sorry, young man. I am a Vernicus, and you are?
Okay, my name is Rowan. I'm a passenger as well as you can probably. I'm not sure if you can tell from you might be able to tell from the goggles, but I'm also familiar with magical crafting.
He kind of sees you for the first time. A fellow artificer. And well, welcome aboard. It is a pleasure to see another who pursues the craft. Although, are you the employee of a noble house?
No. Something tells me, if I were their employee, I would never be allowed on board. They would not want to let me go.
Oh, they do try to sneak a artificer aboard from time to time to steal my secrets. And he kind of gives you a wry smile. Now, you wouldn't be one of those, would you?
Well, you've got the Warforged with you, so no.
Indeed I do. Though I don't know if he's quite with us yet. And you said you did say though that you are a passenger, and welcome aboard. And we are bound for Grovehair. Is that where you plan to get off?
I was planning to actually get off on Ironstone Hall when we eventually arrive there as my final destination.
Yes, very good. And Tektite, that is a name you know. Ironstone Hall is and was the greatest dwarf city in all of Oredin, even back when you were in full function and service.
It stands. Excellent.
Yes. The hall has stood for thousands of years. I was taking the navigator here to meet the captain for the first time, but I am at your service, Master Rowan. I may not give up all my secrets, but I would love to hear what it is that you are up to and what you hope to create in your time. You look like a very young man, so I'm assuming that you've only just begun your career in artificy.
That's a long story. I'd be willing to tell to you if you like.
I would. Now is not the time for such things, but I believe that on our long journey we will have some time together to speak. I will look out for you.
Thank you, and I look forward to your invitation. And I look at Tektite. Was the practice of artificing available? Was it known during your time?
Well, of course. How do you think the Warforged were built? Dwarven artificers were known throughout the land as being the greatest. I myself am a singular entity. My creator died during my creation.
If I may ask, by the way, do you know any? Do you know any? Would you happen to know any of the older techniques of artificing at all, or do you not have that knowledge?
You were not built for such things.
Oh, you mean me? No, I have no interest in building. No, I fight. I navigate.
Would you, in that case, would you be accept? Would you be would you consider it acceptable if we could talk later? A lot, not a, there as you might. As, I'm not sure if you've heard, but a lot of the records from from the area of the dragons haven't survived, and I would like to find out more if you wouldn't object.
I would find that intriguing.
All right then. All right then. I look forward to I guess whenever it's convenient for both of us.
Tektite, you and Avernicus head into the captain's quarters and or her office. There's a big oak desk sitting in her office, and behind her desk are just these huge bay windows that have an open view of the sky. She is poring over some papers, and as you and Avernicus step in, she kind of she kind of folds something over onto the papers and smiles. Uncle, what have you brought aboard my ship now? And Avernicus looks at her and is like, yes, Captain, this is Tektite, the navigator, and he is a creature of ancient build and make. I had planned on studying his construction, but he seems to be, alive. So I think that it might be best if I would study him at his leisure, and that if, he is used to navigating, so I thought perhaps he would be of use to the ship and her crew. Well, we have a navigator. Tell me, how long has it been since you last navigated a ship, sir? Tektite, is it?
Well, according to my calculations, approximately 800 years.
I would say that the land has changed a little bit in that time. Wouldn't you, Uncle? Yes, but the stars have not. Perhaps a little. Well, Mr. Tektite, if you have no objection to learning and studying under our current navigator to catch up on your understanding of the current star maps and the places of the world, we would be happy to have a second aboard. Would that be of interest to you?
That would serve my purpose.
The pay is good if you accept such things.
Will I get to kill dragons?
If only we could find some, sir. However, I'm...
Dragon kin?
Mr. Tektite, you are singular-minded. I see.
Well, there's also the Sanguine. They're still around, yes?
Why don't we start with just navigation, and we can move to combat from there? What say you?
Fine. But I do want my trident back.
Veronica says, yes, that I do believe we found you with a trident. Yes, that'll be no problem. I'll have it brought from the cargo hold, and where do you sleep? Do you shut down for the night?
No.
Well then I'll have it brought to you wherever you might be. And the captain says, let me introduce you to the first officer. He'll get you situated. In the meantime, we will move to Taylor.
Yes.
You and second, Kiana, Hoff. All of you are with the crew, kind of in the mess or the lounge or around the crew quarters. Several games of cards have broken out throughout the crew areas of the ship, and the four of you have managed to make it to the same table. You may not be playing, maybe you're observing.
I'm playing.
But it's there are a couple of other sailors at the table with you. Ivan, the bosun, has been stumbling around below decks, challenging people to arm wrestling matches and brutally beating them. And that's kind of what's going on down below and where you all are.
I'm gonna sit and play cards with everybody.
And that'll be a run of aces.
I'm just gonna stand and watch them until. Not gonna.
I guess I'll sit down and watch as well. I'm not good at cards, I guess.
I'll play with Taylor. I know I'm no good and I'll probably lose, but I'll play.
Oh, you want to play, huh?
Oh, yes, I want to play, huh? Give me a good shot.
Are you trying to mimic me? Is that what's going on?
That was what that was, but
You should put more flair into it.
Are either of you proficient with playing cards?
no.
No.
All right. The two of you are playing, and there are a couple of other sailors in. Why don't you just go ahead and give me some straight charisma rolls? Let's see what's going on.
No. If I can, I'd like to be messing around and be using sleight of hand.
Okay, that's completely fine. You can try to use sleight of hand.
Fuck. Not as good as I wanted.
Can I, since I'm watching intriguingly, can I check him? And if he does something wrong, I can say that.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Let me check it. 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the fellow players at the table, or anybody else at the table? What's everybody's passives? Anybody beat a 14 with passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
Okay, then you
Shit.
definitely watch him. You see him pull a card out of his sleeve with his pinky and replace it with one from his hand, with one of his other fingers, as he's kind of shuffling through the cards in his hand very quickly.
I smile very subtly and cast Levitate on that card.
It comes floating out of his sleeve and to the center of the table.
Oh, cut me, have you? You got quite the perceptive eye.
I wonder what that does. Wonder why it did that. Very strange.
Very.
See, that's floating in the middle of the table, and
I blow on it to make it move.
it kind of drifts back in his direction, in her direction, as you do. So who wins that hand?
I don't know. My charisma check was a 12.
Oh wait, I didn't make one. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
So I don't see the 12. Where's that?
I rolled it on a metal dice. Would you like me to roll it on the?
I would prefer it if that's okay. I like to be able to see the rolls for reference.
Sure.
Can I use passive investigation instead of passive perception in the game when I'm checking if they're cheating or something like that? Is that possible?
To watch for cheating, I will. If your intent is to specifically watch for cheating, I will allow you to use passive investigation. Yes.
Oh, great. Because okay, I have passive investigation of 16. So do you have to like roll for that or just
nope,
go with it?
It's just a 16. So.
All right, perfect.
So yes, you noticed the play of sleight of hand before our resident wizard made the card float above the table.
Cleric.
Was it the cleric?
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh,
it's the
sorry.
cleric.
I'm not used to clerics casting levitate. I apologize.
Okay.
It's a lovely mingle with the wind. Can't do that again till the morning.
You can go ahead and have inspiration, by the way, for doing that. That's lovely.
Cool.
Yeah. So Kiana gets bored because everyone's sitting around. She doesn't like that. She announces that to challenge anyone to a race around the dock.
A race?
Yes, a running race. Yes.
What? Like go point to point?
Yeah. Just do a lap.
You're a wood elf, are you not?
Hoff, you're kind of gathering together your winnings as this conversation is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay. So you're up for it? Come on, you're smart. You know this. Someone wins cheating. You can't handle a small race.
That I was the one cheating where you're not paying attention.
Okay. I'm just gonna search around for another one to race me.
How do you I mean, you see Taylor, and she is clearly half wood elf. She has the pointed ears and whatnot. Just out of curiosity, what would your thoughts on a half breed be for Kiana?
Leona's just a wood elf, not a half.
No, I am.
No, but Taylor is a half elf.
Oh, Taylor is a half. Well, since Kiana is an outlander, since Kiana is an outlander, she doesn't know anything, anything about the outside world. So everything is basically the same. Everything is strange, so she doesn't question it.
Okay.
But she asked, why is Tyler is different than, let's say, the normal elf?
My my father was a human, and my mother was wood elf.
And since I don't know his name yet, Kiana just watches amazingly and says, "Okay, what's your name then? What's your name?"
Taylor Hyman.
Taylor Hyman. My name is Kiana Soul. Nice to meet you. A different person. You're still not up for the race. Okay, goodbye. Let's search for another race.
That was certainly weird.
Okay.
The journey on the aboard the Daring Grace falls into a routine. Early mornings, manning the ship, and going about different duties. Those of you who are newer aboard the vessel, your duties are often to clean and make minor repairs, help out in the galley with preparing food,
Mhm.
and doing the grunt work aboard the ship.
Then may I
Kiana,
ask what's my job? Yeah,
yes,
I'm sorry.
Kiana, you are under the command of Mr. Reed, the master of the tops. Taylor, you are as well. You are newer, so you get a lot of the again grunt work of being a topsman. You end up cleaning a lot of the like rungs and rails and things that hold the ship together, making sure that they are clean and prepared and repaired and in good working order. And it's a lot of just getting your hands dirty. Taylor, you spend your time doing that, and Kiana, you spend a lot more of your time in the actual rigging, learning how to work the ropes
Mhm.
actually utilize the pulleys and things like that to help control the ship in high winds, and when to kind of let out the rope so that the balloon floats up a little higher, or when to tie off the ropes so that it pulls closer to the deck. So you've been kind of learning those things as you go. But the days fall, like I said, into a routine. Tektite, you're learning the changes in both technology and the star mapping and the geography of the land from day to day. And Hoff, you end up treating a lot of the random injuries that happen aboard a ship as people are working, sawing, hammering, cleaning, all the things that happen to everyday people. You are mending cuts and broken bones and the like. And Rowan, you spend a lot of your time just kind of wandering the deck and staring out at either staring out at the sky or examining bits of artificery that are aboard the ship. You've gone down a couple of times to pick Avernicus's brain about a particular item, but he is a little tight-lipped. Maybe you've had a couple of conversations with Tektite, but the days kind of fall into a rhythm of early mornings, hard work, and just a routine of early to bed, early to rise, different meals, and it's about you've been aboard. The ship has been sailing the sky towards its destination of Grove Hair, and the trip is supposed to take 10 days by air, and it's been 4 or 5 days of falling into routine, and that's kind of what is going on this morning, where you are all about your business, and suddenly, as you are working or watching, Rowan, you see a formation of birds flying in the direction of the ship against the wind.
Are they our normal seagulls?
Give me a perception. Actually, give me a nature check.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't know it hit twice. I'll take an ad one. That was
That's
my
okay.
From my vantage point, can I see them too?
Give me a perception check.
also, the one who is working the balloon should also.
Yes, you may give me a perception check as well. Although you are busy working, so if you didn't notice it, that would be fine.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
Rowan literally has not much. He is a passenger. He has nothing to do but to just leisurely look at the sky. So, Tektite, you see it too. You see a formation of birds kind of flying against the wind towards the ship.
Do I see this as well?
You.
I'm kind of
You're kind
running
of
around
up the sail
rigging.
too.
Yeah.
Taylor, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Nice.
No, you haven't noticed. You're too busy. Like you're like scraping gunk off of a metal railing and realizing that the only gunk this could be is seagull crap. That's the.
I'd be using precipitation, not my hands.
That's fair. So you are looking about, and Tektite, you actually, as you see it, you probably have the best view, and you have the most experience with flying, with large flying creatures, and those are much larger than seagulls, and they are flying in formation. They are give me a nature check, as they are still far out. Okay, that's good enough. You see that they are a formation of 5 giant eagles.
Giant eagles.
Huh.
Yes, they are eagles like the size of war horses flying towards the ship.
Oh.
Okay, so they're headed for us.
Yes, they are headed for you. Like I said, against the wind. They're not just like floating through the air. They are purposefully flying in the direction of the ship.
All right, so I'm assuming I'm standing next to the helmsman.
Yes, absolutely.
Incoming adversaries. Make a hard right. Make a hard right. 97 degrees.
The helmsman looks at you and is like, looks up at the birds coming in and says, I don't know if those are adversaries, but I think you're right that we should probably avoid them. And he starts turning in the direction that you had suggested, and the ship begins to shift in the wind. As you track them and they begin to get closer and take up more of the sky, you realize that they are turning to follow and intercept.
Can I do a perception check to see?
What are you looking for?
If they're gonna attack, just like in general, check if they're gonna attack.
Yeah, go ahead. At this point, honestly, yes. Yeah, the first one's fine. You don't need to roll 4 times.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see it come up. So which one do I use?
Use the
first one.
We'll use the first one.
Okay. Oh wow, 26. Cool. That's actually
Yeah. You see them flying in, and you realize that they are being ridden by. They're being ridden, and they are getting close enough now that the riders have drawn bows. And
there are people on them riding them right now. Is that what you're saying?
They are mounted. Okay. They have saddles and barding, and the riders have drawn bows and are getting close enough that they are in bow range. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Woo! Okay. Investigation. Oh wait, you just rolled the dice, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, and I didn't click my character, my bad.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah, if you click, well, nobody has their tokens out right now, so, there you go.
Okay. What, 5? Holy shit.
Do I need to roll again, or do I keep...
You have to click on your character. You need to roll again.
Roll again, and you can just change it.
Thank you.
You can just change it to your first roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do my first one, which is...
So I got a 15, but I already see myself on the list. What do you have, Chess?
You have to click on your character token in the map, then roll.
Okay. Oh, okay, and then roll. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, we take the first one. Wait.
Okay, I got 3-1 now, but nothing's happened.
I-
You want to see the result of this roll, but no crowd nothing was selected. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't click it. Yeah.
Click it once instead of holding it down.
Yeah, just click it once.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's there. Okay, all of us are there, I think. Except one.
Still not working for me for some reason. Okay, you guys can just go with that for now because it's not doing anything. So.
That's okay. I'll add you and add your. I'm gonna add you to the.
Yeah. You can just roll for it, I think, and go up here. Why did you?
So I don't know the problem is, but I followed the instructions. I did click on my token, but nothing worked. I don't know why. It's not moving on, so that might be a problem. So.
Oh, it's the map. Yeah, it's the map. I don't think it's registered as your token.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's registered as.
That makes sense. Okay.
I will move us over to another map here.
Oh, wow, that's much cooler. Where'd you get this from? Wow, that's cool.
So we'll move on to here, and people just go ahead and throw your tokens onto the map.
And roll again, I guess.
No, you can keep the same rolls, but just this way people have access to their tokens.
Okay, 21. Don't forget to add your.
Where would you say the medical bay would be?
The medical bay would be.
These places here?
Yeah.
At the top of the ship, I assume, right there.
Why is your token so small?
Token is not appearing anywhere.
Yeah, how come you guys have big tokens and I go small?
I don't know.
It should probably be the
there
one though.
And your token, yeah.
There we go. My token is big.
Yeah, mine's not moving.
I'm actually gonna make this token smaller. You should fit inside one of the boxes there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally worked. Okay, thank you guys. That's
Which
actually
airship
working.
is ours?
These are all our ship. It's just the floors.
Yes, it's just the floors of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I thought all of them had a fleet for some reason.
Also, I'm still a giant. That's okay. Let me roll initiative again.
You can keep the same initiative.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's not on
so I
this
can
one order for us.
I can
I have 3 copies of you now.
Oh.
Oh,
Still-
just write it in our old
My
initiative.
token is not landing on the board where I want it to be. I bet there's like 6 of them there now.
No, there is just
You see the giant?
there is one. There is on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom.
Right.
Not quite, but yeah.
Is that it?
Don't know. What should we?
There it is.
Okay. Also, Kian is still a giant. 4 boxes.
That's fine. Just put yourselves where you think you would be on the map.
So I'm gonna be on the ropes. I'm sorry. Here.
We're not going to be able to do this exactly because we don't obviously have the entirety of things going on here. But we'll put the 5 eagles that you've seen flying at the ship out here.
Huh.
They're flying in formation.
Are they nearby? Like, or how close are they? Just as a reference, like.
This is just a rough
Reciprocal.
reference. They are not. They are just about within bow range.
Huh.
Okay. So about 60 feet, right? That's bow range. It's around that range, right? 60 feet.
60 feet, yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Just let's wait for their turn on.
I'm having a heck of a time getting my tokens all on the board here. There we go. Now I got them.
Nice.
So yes, there's a formation of eagles with archers on their backs flying towards. Let's put this initiative in order. Taylor, you kind of are made wind of this as the ship banks slightly. One of the topsmen calls out that the that there are enemies in the sky, and makes everyone aware. What is your plan here?
I'm gonna run over here to the other side of the ship, and I see that there are people on the backs of them. Correct?
Yes, you can see the people on the back.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and at the front one, I'm gonna go ahead and cast darkness.
At the
Oh,
front.
dude.
Okay.
Yep.
So you cast darkness, and
But I can see through the darkness because I have Eldritch Sight.
yes.
But dude, what about us?
Or Devil's Sight.
Allies?
I have it. Taylor, by the way, you don't have initiative? Turn order?
It is on his.
I see it. I have it.
Okay.
Question. So he casts darkness, and the whole ship is like 30 feet in length. So does that
He's not
affect
casting
us?
it on the ship.
I'm casting it on the eagle itself.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
As long as it's 160 feet, I can choose a point, so it's on the eagle and it'll move with the eagle.
Mhm. And I'm guessing I already noticed them now, by this point? Notice the eagles?
Yes, everybody has noticed that.
Okay. So next turn.
Tektite, it is your action.
Okay, so they're further away than I can reach with a javelin. 120, it's 30 and 120.
So at 120 feet, you can throw a javelin that far, but it's with disadvantage.
Okay, so I'll just ready my action for when they get closer.
Okay, so when they get within 30 feet, you're going to launch a javelin?
Is it with disadvantage after 30 feet?
Yes, anything beyond 30 feet is disadvantage. Anything under 30 feet is a standard attack.
Yeah, I'll wait a turn. I'm going to go ahead and these are actually harpoons, not javelins, but I'm going to go ahead and tie a rope, one of the ropes here to one of them.
Okay.
For this turn.
Okay, that's fine. So instead of readying an action, you're tying off one of your javelins with one of your harpoons with a rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor, when you cast darkness, did you cast it on an area or did you cast it on an object?
On the eagle.
On the eagle. Okay.
Yes. So it follows the eagle.
Yes, it follows the eagle. All right. Rowan.
Yes.
It is your action, sir.
Okay. Okay. Before I forget, actually, can I see what sort of I guess beings are on them, or?
They look elven in nature.
Okay, my apologies. Where's the ruler tool? I want to check something.
It's not, the map is not accurate, but he said it's about 60 feet away.
Yeah, they're about 60 feet out right now.
Yep, that's why I measured it before I said what I was going to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. In that case, I think I will, if possible, I'll use this one.
Fairy fire.
In a 20-foot cube, I was wondering if I can hit the top three at once.
Range is 60 feet, and it's a 20-foot. 20-foot
Yeah.
cube.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if I catch like the top three of them at once or something.
So if you cast it 60 feet out, 20 feet would, yep, you can get the first three. They will have to make saves.
Okay, I'd like to do that for the first three. I guess technically, so the Eagles and I think the Elves have to do it all separately. I think.
Yep, they do.
Watch 6 nat 20s in a row, everyone.
This is where it
It's a dex
begins.
save, right?
Yeah.
Dex save, yeah, it has to be to 14.
All right. So first elf, 4.
There we go.
Second elf
Which
is
one?
an 11.
I'm sorry, which one's which? I can't. Sorry, which one's which?
I'll mark them.
Thank you.
And the third is a 5. So all 3 of the elves fail their saves. So I'm gonna
Make it a bit easier to hit.
give them a little pizzazz here for being fairy fired.
What's a giant blue ball? Oh, is that the?
That's the darkness
Darkness,
radius.
yeah.
Okay. It's just blue, so I was like, wait, what? Okay, cool.
I don't feel like that aura is very visible.
You could just put click the token. You could
Yeah, I'm just gonna
put a
mark
marker on it.
Now I'm gonna roll for the eagle. The first eagle, the eagle at the front of the group of eagles succeeded. Rolled a 23 on his save.
No, that's 11 enough.
The eagle to its left rolled a 10, so it failed, and the eagle to its right rolled a 13, so it also failed.
All right,
So-
5 out of 6.
What's that?
All right, 5 out of 6. Not bad.
Yeah, yep, 5 out of 6. That's pretty good, man. Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to perform this turn?
I don't think I have any right now. I
Okay.
guess I don't think so.
No problem. Did you want to move before casting that, or did you want to stay where you are?
I can move afterward, right?
Yes.
The rule again.
Yes. You can go ahead and move. Second, what are you doing?
Okay, so by now, have all the eagles been attacked, or is there one that hasn't been attacked yet?
None of the eagles have taken any damage.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll attack the closest one to me, which I think is at the top of the flagpole. So I guess I'll use Ray of Sickness with a second level spell slot on him. See what happens.
On the first eagle, the one in the darkness, or the one that you can see?
Let's just do the. Oh wait, if it's the one in the darkness, I have disadvantage on aiming on it, right? Because I can't actually see where it is.
Yeah, is Ray of Sickness is it's not a save. It's a range spell. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah, it is. It
Yes,
is.
so
Correct.
you will have
So yeah.
disadvantage to hit it.
Okay, then I guess I'll shoot a people that I can see within my range. So or it has a.
I think you have advantage against hitting it though, correct?
Yeah, if it's fairy fired, he has advantage.
Well, he can't see the fairy fire because it's in magical darkness, so it kind of wouldn't work quite that way.
Well, the Thunder Eagle passes save anyway.
Okay, so that's what I got. Constitution save, and so I did. So.
Okay. So Okay, so who are you casting Ray of Sickness at?
So for what I understand, there's one eagle that is in the darkness, but I'm gonna cast it on the one that's on top, the one that's to the right, I guess, right of the screen. The one on top is on the right of the screen, so that one, or any of them.
Okay. Yeah, that one here.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that
Okay.
one exactly.
All right, so you cast it at that one.
You do have advantage against that one if you like. You do have advantage on it.
Yes, you do have advantage, so you get to roll twice.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I get to roll twice, I guess. Let me roll twice. There we go. Oh wow, 22. That's good. And I use the second one, I guess. Yes. Okay, there we go.
You hit it with the Ray of Sickness at second level, and you do. I don't know why, but it's registering that all of your attacks are criticals, no matter what you roll. So that's interesting. But anyway.
Maybe low health. So, and is it? Wait, did I crit it? Is that what happened?
No, you hit it for 14 points of 14 points of poison damage to that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. It says over here, any creature in the area when the spell lasts a blank life, dexterity, duration.
Okay, so it is also poisoned until the end of its next turn.
Right, yeah, that's what it says. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw in its next turn. So that's cool. Got it. Okay. Can I make an extra action? Because I have 2 actions, right? Or
you have an action and a bonus action, but you cannot cast another spell as a bonus action.
Except cantrips, right? Cantrips can be.
If you cast a bonus action spell, you can then cast a cantrip as your action.
Other way around.
Oh, so as a bonus action, I can cast a cantrip, right?
No.
If you have
a spell, if you have a spell that that has a casting time of bonus action, then you can cast that as a bonus action, and then you can use an action to cast another spell, but that spell must be a cantrip.
Okay, unfortunately, I do not have a spell right now that is a bonus action, so yeah, I can't do anything. Alright, cool. Oh wait, is mage armor? Wait, last time I checked, isn't mage armor? Is it a bonus action by any chance? Let me check. Sorry.
I think it's a full action.
Oh,
It's a full action.
Never mind.
I missed my bonus action. I forgot
No,
one.
it's not a cantrip as well.
I keep forgetting half of my stuff is a bonus action.
None of my stuff is bonus actions. I don't have any right now.
I'm low in 1 level.
Yeah, I forgot the hunter's mark one of them.
I don't know if they are they hunter's mark is how far?
90 feet.
90 feet. So okay. Hoff.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ho ho.
It is your action, sir.
All right.
You
So
hear
is
the
that
commotion. You feel the ship kind of rock to one side as they make a sharp bank. The crew is engaged in combat with a flight of eagles.
Oh geez. I just take another step out. Just. Oh boy. Getting a hold on the situation. Actually, can I use the dash? Who still has their turn to go?
You have Kiana. Is the only one left before the eagles.
Okay, if I took. Yeah, no, I'll end my turn there because I can't really do much at this moment. Ooh, actually, nope. Actually, I've got a great thing to do. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Guiding Bolt on this one here, the
Go
second
ahead
one.
And that's a save on my end, correct?
I have to make a roll
that is
to
an attack
hit.
Roll. That is an attack roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast that as a secondary or a second level spell. Let's see. I guess that's
24.
a 13 to hit, and does a 13 hit?
That's a. Oh yes, the first one. The 13 to hit the this eagle here.
Or this one here?
This one here.
Yeah.
To hit the eagle, the 13 will hit. So yes, you do 19 points of radiant damage, and alright, you do 19 points of radiant damage. And the next person to attack it has advantage, although they are fairy fired. So
Yeah. Oh, so would I have had advantage on that roll as well?
you would have. The second roll was a 24 anyway.
So yeah.
Right. All but the current Eagle in Darkness has advantage on them right now.
Yes,
including his
correct.
right.
Including the riders. Let's see. Kiana, it is your action.
Okay, I'm going to move to the end of the dock right here and shoot. One moment with my short. Just get it. I'm going to shoot this one. Let me mark him. Right here.
The one that I just attacked.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. That will unfortunately miss even with advantage. Your attack goes wide.
But I'm guessing I can't do it. Melee. So I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right. The crew. That will probably be.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm adding a token here.
Okay.
This is just gonna represent the crew. shots at these guys as well. Great, I'll just use that, even though that's all it has. They are launching arrows at the eagles and the riders. I'm gonna. They do a little bit of damage as a couple of arrows hit into even the one you can't see. As they fire shots at the enemy. Then the wood elves will fire back. I'm gonna. There's 5 of them. So the 4 of you that are right at the front edge. Here. The archers are going to each shoot each of the front combatants once. The first one fires wide of you, Tektite, and an arrow goes sailing out of the darkness. Kiana, a wood elf arrow that you recognize as being elven made comes flying out of the air as one of the archers shoot as the eagle banks, and it hits you directly in the shoulder, dealing 8 piercing damage. Taylor, you also take a shot from one of the longbows of the passing archers and take 10 piercing damage.
How much?
10.
Okay.
Second, one of the final archers rolls an 18 and hits you for 9 piercing damage as it comes flying at you. Taylor, you maintain your concentration on the darkness spell.
Okay.
The eagles latch onto the ship's balloon and start clawing at it. And the archers will drop onto the deck of the ship as the eagles do so.
This was too much fast for the I suppose it was too much to ask for the archer who was in the darkness to miss, wasn't it? That would have been funny.
And the eagles start attacking the ship's balloon itself. You are on a clock, so let's see how much claw damage does an eagle do, and it has multi-attack. So the eagles are going to be doing roughly 14 damage to the balloon per eagle each turn. So you're not sure how long it'll take for them to damage the ship's flotation apparatus, but it's probably not going to be more than that the ship starts losing elements. Taylor, what are you doing?
If I could interrupt just 1 second. My daughter's watching the Twitch downstairs because she likes watching D&D. The music is really loud and the DM's voice is kind of low on Twitch.
All right, let's see what we can do to fix that.
Yeah, she's watching it on the big screen, so. Spencer, come here. Chat, Twitch. Go downstairs, see if you can hear the DM better and the music goes down.
Right.
Can you hear me?
The music's really loud.
Can we lower the volume of the music at all?
If you lower it by yourself, it should lower the. So if you lower this, the one on your end, then
Okay.
we'll be lower for the stream.
All right. I'm assuming my voice is much louder now.
All right, give me 1 second. I sent my teenager downstairs to double check. So there will be a slight delay. Is that better?
Is my voice better?
Is the DM's voice better? Yeah, he says it's better.
Yeah, I realized that I had fixed my voice.
Is it clear?
My voice coming through.
As clear as it can be.
What's really clear here is how clear is it downstairs? I'm going to go downstairs and see if it sounds like it's coming through my headphones or
Okay.
I'm going to do a check. He says it's clear, but I want to double check.
No
I'll
problem.
be right back.
You know, while they fix everything, we should take a 5-minute break before we continue this
Absolutely.
this
we can
combat,
do
I
that.
guess.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that.
Bathroom, drinks, and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Take a 5-minute break. See how I sound on here while you're checking downstairs on the TV. And we've got a 5-minute break going on.
Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Good. All right, great.
Much clearer.
Perfect. I realized that I had the wrong mic connected through my streaming program, but the right voice, like the right setting on Discord, the wrong setting on Streamlabs. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. She came upstairs. My daughter's, she's 9. She came upstairs. She goes, "Can I watch?" I'm like, "Well, you can watch downstairs, so I don't hear you."
Well, to those of you watching, hello, welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. This is a first session that we're doing, so it's a little bit rough as we all get to know how our characters play and how the adventure unfolds. And I am a fairly new streamer and also fairly new at Roll20. This is all an endeavor that I am trying to make while I have some time on my hands due to the COVID-19 crisis. I have been running D&D for 23 years on the tabletop, and I am trying my hardest to do it online. We'll see what happens.
Well, I can say you're doing a wonderful job. As somebody who has played since 1981.
Nice. Nice.
Yes. My first character was a dwarf class.
Very nice. Dwarf class. Amazing.
Yes.
I've heard stories.
Yes.
Amazingly, still people play ancient D&D.
Yes.
It's
people
really
do.
fun. I played one in Roll20. It's really fun.
If you hold on a second, I'm actually going to use the restroom.
It's annoying but fun. Like, I don't get how an elf ended.
Yeah, elf and dwarf were both classes.
Yeah.
They were first edition. The worst part about first edition is, like, if you wanted to play a bard, you had to first be a 10th level. You could only be a human. You couldn't be any other race. You had to be a 10th level fighter, then stop being a fighter, start being a rogue, be a rogue to 11th level, or to 10th level, stop being a rogue, go back and start over and be a wizard. And once you reached 11th level as a wizard, then you were a first level. Once you had put in 30 levels, you were a first level bard.
Okay, that's dumb. The best version, in my opinion, no, the best. My favorite version edition is the 4th edition. I just love it.
We don't talk about 4th edition. That's not real D&D.
It's combat D&D. I can say that the combat edition is fun.
Yeah. It was more the problem I had was the combat took so long. It was like they tried to make a miniatures game out of D&D, and it just didn't work.
I mean, if you build the sessions around with, let's call them arena sessions that have minimal story, 4th edition can become more fun. But if you build like a role-playing story, it will be harder to go around in 4th edition, I think.
Yeah, it was just tough for us.
going over.
All right, we are back. Sorry for the break and the delay. We are live. Let's see how this goes. We are on round 2 of our combat here. The Eagles have flown into the rigging and onto the balloon that helps to keep the airship, the Daring Grace, aloft in the air. The elven riders of the Eagles have dropped down onto the deck of the ship and are threatening the crew. You have several crew members on board along with you. In the meantime, the captain and the first mate are making sure that orders are being given to the men to climb into the tops and try and get rid of the Eagles, as well as keep the ship moving and banking in the air. Taylor, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay. That's an excellent spell.
Yeah. So anytime they hit me, they take 10 damage.
Okay. With a melee attack, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
But I'm going to walk up right next to the elf and stare her right in the face.
Excellent.
Did I miss my initiative?
No. We're at the top of the order. Taylor goes before you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's on 20, you're on 17.
All right. Yeah, I don't see me on the turn order. That's why I guess.
I don't see Taylor either.
Yeah,
I don't see Taylor either.
It was on a different page when we rolled first.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't see you in the turn order, I believe you.
Yeah, but there, if you go on Twitch, you will see there you're 17, Taylor is 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we can fix that later, but as long as we know.
That's fine.
The GM sees it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, as long as the DM sees it, I don't care. I only saw them, and I was like, oh. Guess I'll just stand here for a minute.
Be a golem. Okay.
No, I don't have anything I can do with my bonus action.
No bonus action. Okay. Tektite, it's your action. This is one of the sailors over here.
One of our guys or one of their
Yes,
guys?
it's one of your guys.
Okay. I am going to target this eagle. I'm assuming since we're on the top deck and they're above us.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to Hunter's Mark.
Just move them around a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, then, this one's closest. Then it'll be this. Yeah.
Yes, that one will be closest to you.
Yeah.
Yep, this one. This one here would be closest.
Okay. All right. So I'll target that one with the Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then I will toss one of my harpoon that has been tied off at it.
Nice. All right. Go ahead and roll your attack. You do not have advantage on that one. It is not glowing. But I will Hunter's Mark it for you.
I thought is this one Hunter's Mark or different?
This one is, but he's attacking this one here.
Yeah,
The
I'm
one
sorry.
directly above him.
Yeah, I want a Hunter's Mark the one I'm attacking, so that's cool.
So it is Hunter's marked.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's the skull and crossbones? That's poison, right?
That's poison. The skull and crossbones is poison, and the
fairy fire.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fairy fire.
Yep, fairy fire, poison, Hunter's Mark.
All right. So does a 14 hit it?
14 does. Yes, you hit the eagle.
Okay.
With your
for
harpoon.
8.
Yes, for 8 points of damage.
And it hasn't been hurt yet, so the Hunter's Mark doesn't go off yet. Correct?
No, you do an additional 1d6 points of damage. So go ahead and just roll a d6. There you
Yeah, I
go.
think it's whenever you hit it.
Yep,
After you
it's whenever you hit it. So that's going to be 11 damage to the eagle. As you slam the javelin into its body. Or I guess it's a harpoon. You slam the harpoon into it. You are fishing for birds right now.
Yes, I am. This is how you. This is how you bring down. This is how you kill winged animals. You harpoon it, drag it to you, and beat it to death.
Oh my god. Well, you would know. Rowan.
So that's all. That's all I have.
Yep, Rowan. We move to your turn in combat. You see these elves gracefully drop down on the deck of the ship. They are hooded and cloaked and carrying short bows and longbows and long swords. And they have landed among you on the deck of the ship. What do you do?
Okay. In my case, what I want to do is I'm going to see if I can get at least some sort of response. I do speak in Elvish, and ask what they are doing.
And the one closest to you turns to you with this, just with this look of disdain in her eyes, and says in Elvish, "Do not disgrace our tongue with your voice. What does it look like we're doing?" And she draws back on her bowstring.
Outstanding. Let's see. Case, I think I'm going to try and attack this one, if that's okay.
The eagle?
If that's possible.
Sure. You can kind of lean over. You might have to move to the edge and kind of lean over the edge of the ship and point upwards at it.
Okay, I have advantage, I believe.
You do. It is fairy fired.
Do either of those hit? I did not mean to do it 4 times. I promise. I need a new mouse to be honest. I need a new mouse.
You actually did it 5 times. Yes. We'll go with the first roll or the second roll, the 26, and that will absolutely hit, dealing 9 lightning damage as you fire at it with your lightning launcher.
I can do once per turn. I can deal an extra 1d6 to it, so I'll do.
Okay. You shock it with your lightning launcher, and the bird kind of it unlatches from the balloon and shudders and shakes as the lightning kind of courses over it, and you just see it go limp and fall down into the sky below.
Something will be eating well tonight. I guess for my movement action, I'll move.
Okay. That's fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could get there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll move there, see if hopefully I can.
Okay.
Yeah, save the ship first. So yeah.
No problem. The crew members. This crew member is going to attack this elf with a longsword and deals 11 slashing damage to the elf, and actually puts it to the ground. Surprisingly, he criticaled and takes out this elf.
Fairy fire.
Yep. The crewman here, he's going to fire at the eagle above him and miss. This is going to fire at the eagle that's in the darkness, and he is also going to miss. This crewman will come up to this elf here and make an attack roll on it with a longsword and miss the elf. Actually, the elf has fairy fire on it, so he hits the elf and deals 7 points of slashing damage to it. Second, what do you do?
Is the elf that I blasted the ray of sickness before already dead? I assume that the crew member killed it. Well, that was the elf, right? Or
No, you hit this eagle here with the ray of sickness.
right. Okay. Oh wait, and the eagles are currently attacking the blimps, right? So we need to kill them. Just yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This eagle
okay,
here is all kinds of sick.
Right. I guess I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness again with a single spell slot, first level spell slot. So
Okay.
yeah, there we
So
go.
the 18 hits, and deals 14 points of damage to the giant eagle. And it, you see.
Oh, also, it has to do a Constitution check from its previous turn, right? Because from my previous attack also.
Right.
It's currently killing it. I think you're right. Yeah.
It is no longer. Well, it is sick again. And actually, as you strike it with the ray of sickness, you see it go limp and fall off of the. It falls off of the blimp's construction and just again falls into the sky below.
Okay, so it's dead, right? I'm just making sure because I can use Grim Harvest to gain some hit points.
Yes, it is dead.
Okay. Okay, cool. 3 hit points back. Sweet.
Yes.
All right. For my bonus action, I'm gonna use I can use a bonus action right now, right?
Yes. Do you have a bonus action?
Oh yes. Shadow Blade. I would like to cast Shadow Blade on the nearest elf that I can see.
Shadow Blade creates a sword in your hands. So you would actually.
Right.
So.
Okay. Oh wait. Yeah. So it does not. Right. It doesn't attack the actual. Right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, it gives you a weapon.
Right. Okay. Why not? I still want to cast. It might be useful. Or wait. Actually. You know what? No, I'll hold off on it for now, I guess.
No problem.
I'm not really. I've never used it before. So.
You let me know what you want to do. Just and you can share your spells by clicking on it, and it would share it right in the chat, and I'd be able to review it with you.
Right.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I cast Shadow Blade and give it to someone else? Maybe one of my comrades who actually needs it. Maybe they can use it. Is that a possibility?
I believe it casts it on self.
Yeah, I believe it's self, and if you try to get rid of it, it goes away.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yep.
That's too bad. Okay, well then, I can't do anything right now. Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Hoff. It is your turn.
Right, okay. So with my action, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere right here.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
You put a flaming sphere on the wooden ship.
It's floating, right?
It's floating. It's floating, yeah.
Yes,
So,
it
yeah, I take
floats.
a second.
Do you want to play basketball with it?
Let's hope the balloon doesn't explode.
Is it filled with methane?
I mean, it should. If it wants to work.
Okay. Okay, and it doesn't do any damage right now, but whenever they start their next turn, or end their next turn rather, yeah. Poof.
Yes. All right. So let me put something there to signify that.
Just a circle if you want to. It would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna put on there. There you go. You have your flaming sphere.
Okay.
If you, just so you know, as a bonus action, So you just cast that as your action, correct?
Yes.
So as a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet, and if you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Good point.
So
Yeah, I'm going to use, why not? I'll use my bonus action to ram the sphere against the guy that's near the railing, seeing if I can push him off even.
all right, so that way. Okay. I don't believe it'll push them off, but they will have to make a dexterity save to try to not get hit by the sphere.
What if it's a crit 1?
Then in that situation, I would probably let them get pushed off the ship. So 11 to save, which does not beat your DC.
Nope.
So go ahead and roll the damage. Oh, it's 6 fire damage. I see it there. We'll give you the 6.
Sure, okay.
Okay. Kiana?
Okay, so I'm gonna draw my 2 daggers and walk up to this elf. Wait. Wait.
You fall after the eagle. You're very
Yeah.
hungry.
So I walk up to this elf and attack with my 2 daggers. Here's the first one, and here's the bonus one.
Why does it do it twice?
Because I have 2 weapons.
And you
What? Oh, it is. Oh, the damage. Yeah. Wait. Why does it do twice? Yeah.
You have advantage. You have advantage.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But I'm gonna say something. I want it lethal. I don't want it to die.
Okay, no problem. You're trying to do non-lethal damage to it, but you are attacking the elf. So you're attacking with your your main hand dagger.
Main hand dagger. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you deal the 7 + 9 sneak attack, so 16 damage to this elf.
Let's say she's basically 0, but I don't want to
Yes.
kill her.
That's fine. She is unconscious. So I will mark her as such.
Okay, so she's unconscious. I can't talk. Okay.
Yeah, she is. I will mark her as unconscious. We'll put that symbol there.
Mhm.
She no longer needs this one, and she will be at 0 hit points.
And I'm guessing I can't move anymore. That's it.
You moved from where? Point to where you
From
started?
like two blocks from here.
Oh no, then
Maybe.
you can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna move and to this here,
That's fine. You can do that.
and that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. These giant eagles are going to attack the ship with beak and talons. You hear a loud, terrible tearing sound in the balloon of the ship, and you can see that like it's starting to ripple and hemorrhage whatever gas is inside it, holding it aloft, and you can feel the ship kind of list to one side and begin to lose altitude. The wood elves, this one still has her bow out. She is going to shoot at Hoff over here. That will be a 10 to hit, so I'm assuming it does not. She actually gets 2 attacks, so she'll go ahead and make a second longbow attack. And miss with the second one as well. This one... Oh, they need to both make dexterity saves, correct?
That is correct.
Alright. This first one rolls an 8. This second one... rolls a 7, so they will both take damage from your flaming sphere. Oof.
They take 9 flame damage.
I just want to understand something. So there's currently a hole on the blimp of the ship, right?
Yes, there is.
How big is it? Is it smaller than 20 feet, or is it bigger than 20 feet? Because if it's 20 feet, I could probably use something about it.
It is.
How big is it?
I would say it is smaller than 20 feet in
Perfect. Okay.
length.
Okay, got it.
This elf is going to move here and hop up on the step behind you. And this elf is going to just fired her bow twice. She's going to move up onto this stair here. Alright, and then this elf here is going to attack with her short sword at Taylor. That's a 19, dealing 3 points of damage.
And she takes 10.
Oh, right. Haha! Yes, she
Yup.
does.
Well, what level was your
level
armor
2.
Agathis at? Oh, that's 20.
Warlocks always
No,
cast spells at the highest level they can cast.
No, it's a 10. It's five times the level.
Mm-hmm.
And then with her second strike, she is going to strike at Kiana because she really didn't like that. Oh, sorry. And that is going to miss. That's a 10. The wood elf behind you will attack you as well twice. The first one's gonna miss. The second one is going to hit you for 4 piercing damage, Kiana.
Okay.
I am probably freaking out the people who are watching right now because I keep floating over my taskbar and making the screen shift around and blink uncontrollably. So
Yeah. Can I say something? Can you guys try to update your health on D&D Beyond or Roll20? It will be easier, I guess, for the DM to check our health.
yeah, are people not updating their health on their
I am on my
tokens?
Okay.
Yeah, I see that Taylor is.
No, I just like to
Well,
remind.
I haven't been hurt, so there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to be.
That's
I
true.
just like to remind it because sometimes you can forget it.
Yep. Okay. It is now Taylor. It is back to your action.
Alright. I didn't realize you didn't need the dual wielder feat to be able to hit something with a bonus action.
Nope, you can hit
It has the light property.
Yes. You do. You do not get your ability modifier to damage though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and strike the one in front of me twice with my scimitar. Boom and boom. This it's fairy fired, correct? The one in front of me?
Yes, it is.
22 and a 19.
Yep, those will both hit.
And I guess if it doesn't get my ability on the second one, subtract 4 from 9 makes it a 5.
That is still enough to take out the elf. And it goes down.
I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna climb up right behind him. And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Tektite? You have
Yes.
You have this bird by the rope?
Yes, I do. I'm going to take a step forward and plant my foot against the railing here. And then I'm going to yank it down and then stab it with my trident.
Okay, we are going to make opposed strength checks. You can use athletics if you have it. You succeed and pull the bird down. Pulling the bird down will be your action right now. So stabbing it with your trident will have to go on the next action. But you successfully pull it down to the deck of the ship. And
Okay.
let's just mark it prone.
Okay. Can I drop concentration on darkness, actually?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that since it's already attacking it.
Sounds good. Rowan?
Okay. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll try and kill. I guess I'll try and shoot this bird. Can't think of much else to do right now. I can hit this.
Okay, go ahead. Make your shot.
I think so.
No, that is not going to hit it. You fire off your lightning launcher, and the ball of lightning goes wide, missing the bird. The crew on board will make shots at the birds that are still attached. And one hits this bird here, dealing 3 damage to it. Second?
Okay, so there's currently a hole on the blimp, right? Just making sure so I
Yes.
don't waste the spell.
No, there is a 20-foot hole in the blimp.
Okay, perfect. I usually use it for something else, but I guess this is the best way to have it. I'm gonna use web to cover it up. Let's see. There we go. Is it on screen? I hope. Oh wait, no, it's not there. No. Oh yeah. No, it's there, but it's not. I'm pressing cast, but it's not.
That's fine.
For some
That's
reason,
fine.
The extension. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Perfect.
There you go.
There it is. Perfect. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
The webs kind of spray and appear all over the side of the balloon apparatus, and you can see that it hasn't stopped the hemorrhaging of air, but it has definitely slowed it immensely.
Oh my God. Okay.
Every once in a while, there's somebody who is making a very loud. I don't know if it's a breathing sound into their mic. I don't know if we can do something to kind of staunch that from happening. Hoff, it is your action.
All right. So, oh boy, there's a lot going on right now. Who's lowest in health right now?
Lowest in health. Who's taken damage?
I have, but I have a good amount of temporary HP left.
Is it Kenya?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Kenya for my bonus action.
All right.
He regains. Oh, that's the wrong spell.
Yeah, that's levitate. Kiana, you are going to regain some hit points here. Sweet.
1d4. That's 1d4 plus
Your spellcasting mod.
Yes, so that's 2 plus 3. 5. You get 5 hit points back.
So Hoff breathes a word of power. Regaining 5 hit points. That is a bonus action. So what is your action?
Yeah. And for my action, I will run over to this side of the ship here, just over to the ledge here,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, the cantrip Sacred Flame,
Sure.
on the bird.
They make a Wisdom save, or is it a Dex save? It is a Dex save. See, that's self-explanatory. I should have known that. That's a 13, so it meets your DC.
Yeah, so it doesn't take any damage.
No, it kind of flies away as your Sacred Flame launches at it, and then relatches itself onto the side of the ship. Kiana, it is your action.
Okay, I'm gonna just attack the up next.
Okay, go ahead. Roll to hit.
Oh yeah, do you use flanking rules now that I'm thinking about it?
I do use flanking rules, yes.
Okay. So I guess he would get advantage since we're standing
Yeah,
on the other side?
absolutely. And not only does he get advantage, but he thoroughly are you aiming to kill or knock out?
Knockout.
Okay.
We need to, I think.
Okay, no problem. Then you put this elf unconscious as well. As you deftly kind of maneuver yourself and make a couple of strikes against her, she falls.
I will move.
You're moving where?
For some reason, my browser just closed down.
Okay. Dropping like flies.
Yikes.
Welcome back. Is that better?
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The Eagles are going to take several actions here. This one is in the webbing, so let me see. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw, or it is restrained. So I will make a dex save with it.
Please get restrained, please.
And roll a 13. Is that higher than your? What is your DC?
My DC.
Yep.
Sorry, let me check really quick.
No problem.
Says over here that should I cancel? Oh, okay. It's a 14, so that's 2 plus, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it is restrained. It cannot move.
Okay. Perfect.
So
All right.
it is webbed in place. This one here is going to it flies down to its rider. Its rider jumps on top. Hey, I said jump on top. And they are going to fly over here and attempt to grab these two with its talons. So I'm going to actually make an athletics check to see if the eagle can grab them on the move.
Can I stop them? Or react to it at least? I'm next to them.
Yes, you can make a reaction to try and stop them from picking them up. They are going to make a dexterity save to try and grab them on the move, or a dexterity roll.
I'm guessing athletics or acrobatics. I don't know.
Athletics. It'll be athletics.
I'm attempting to slash one of the feet.
Okay. You do miss with your scimitar. Your athletics check.
Is
Your
Tiana not blinking?
what's that? No,
Tiana's
they're
standing
above you. The bird is above you. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
Kira, you're able to grab the elf that's closest to you as it tries to swoop by, and keep it on the deck. The other unconscious one, it picks up with its talons, and they're going to. I don't want to take you with me. That's too many things.
Good thing I kept two then.
Yeah, they're gonna fly and dive. So it uses its action. The bird uses its action to kind of fly off and dive as far as it can.
Can I use floating discs to maybe block them? Like
Tensor's floating disc? Not really. It's not.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. But let's see. That's gonna. The escaping is
weigh
gonna
more
be.
than 500 pounds.
What's that?
Is the creatures all together more than 500 pounds?
2 elves? No.
And the eagle?
No, two elves and the eagle all together.
Yeah.
Well, he
Can
could
it hold up to 500 pounds?
It can, but he can't really cast Tensor's floating disc as a reaction to them flying away.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Taylor. This eagle here is going to attempt to make another opposed athletics check to break free of your rope. Actually, screw the damn rope. It's just going to attack you.
Okay.
Oh my god, I need to stop doing that. The beak hits for 20. I rolled a 24 to hit, so it does 5 damage, and then the talons dig into you for another 10 piercing damage or slashing damage. I rolled a 24 and a 22 to hit, so you're gonna take a total of 15 damage from the giant eagle.
Okay.
And then Taylor, it is your action.
Okay. You said I still have my harness hooked up somewhere, correct?
Yeah, I would imagine that as you're moving around the ship, you would have your harness, and you can like latch it and unlatch it very quickly. So I haven't really been counting it as an action.
Okay. So I'm gonna come over here. And how far off do these look? Like down.
Let's see. I'd say it moved. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Let me check the fly speed of this bird. So it's about 40 feet down.
Okay. How long does my harness extend?
Not that far.
I didn't think so, but
no,
I figured
it keeps you. It'll keep you within your 5-foot space, is what it does. So.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to Eldritch Blast, the one that's still conscious on top. Rip.
Come on, Eldritch.
It's restrained right by the webbing. I think he has advantage.
This one the one down here is restrained, so you will have advantage to hit it.
No, I'm going for this one.
Oh no, that is not restrained. So no, you do not have advantage.
Yeah, I was going for the elf on the back. Well, I have. Don't I get advantage if I'm shooting down at someone?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Normally, if they're prone, and you're shooting, you don't. But you have the high ground, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so 18.
That will hit the elf.
Okay.
Hold on. Quick question here. I think my character got dragged from from over here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just move you
Sorry,
back there.
you're
Sorry
good.
about that.
Yeah, you're good. I was just planning ahead, and I was like, "Where'd I go?"
I'll do what I want with you.
Okay, and I'm hitting the
Hey, Mr. DM man.
the elf specifically. The
Okay.
one that's still conscious.
10 force damage. Woof. you see the elf kind of falter and fall limply on the back of the eagle. You know what? You blast it with force damage. It goes flying off the back of the eagle. And
That's what I was hoping for.
yeah, and it is falling.
I think you still have your flaming orb if you want to use it, if you want to do anything with it.
Yeah, you can move that up to 30 feet. It won't reach them, but you can move it around. There's the other eagle that's restrained up here, and then there's this eagle here. So
That's
as a bonus,
prone.
That's yes, that is prone. So you can go beat it with your flaming sphere if you like, as a bonus action.
Actually, my flaming sphere would have expired because I cast another spell. Sorry.
Did you cast another concentration spell?
No, I did not.
Okay,
Did
then
that not expire?
you can no. It only expires if you cast the second concentration spell. Then the first one goes away. Otherwise, you can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
good
cast
with
as
that.
many non-concentration spells while concentrating on a spell as you want, but you can only have one concentration spell active.
You know, I'm perfectly good with that. Thank you very much for that clarification.
Yep, no problem.
So sorry, you mentioned moving my sphere to them.
You know, you can move your sphere 30 feet, so it won't reach them, but it could reach this prone eagle here or this
Yeah.
restrained eagle here.
Yeah, let's move it up to the one that's still tearing away at the ship that's restrained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it again.
What'd you do?
Hey, all right. I'm gonna. Let's see. Web.
It would. The web would catch on fire.
Yes.
If the sphere went through it. But
Yes,
it
it
would be gone
would.
by the next round. But it wouldn't have any effect on this current round.
It would go away next round, and any creature restrained by it would take 2d4 fire damage at the start of its next turn.
Yes.
So.
And if I'm moving it into his thing, he can make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
and
but
you can take
he
damage
has
now.
disadvantage because he is restrained. So yeah.
How's he looking?
Oh, we're about to find out. I'm thinking he's gonna look like he's on fire is what I'm thinking. So that's a 4 on his dex save. So that's gonna fail. And
Okay, I rolled 1d6, and here's the second d6.
so he's gonna take 9 fire damage, and the webs are on fire.
Oh,
And
okay. I was
so-
about to say that would have happened. Dude, that's not good.
The webs are on
sorry.
fire, and so is the balloon.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Wait a
Very much
second.
unfortunate.
Who killed us all?
Yeah, I was about to say, wouldn't that damage the blimp? Like, we should have thought about this. Come
Yeah.
on.
Is somebody tapping? Okay.
Sorry, that might have been me.
That's okay. We were just picking it up, so I was asking about it.
I
Tech
warned you not to use the fire on the wooden ship, but no.
You're not a crew member, right? You're a passenger at least.
Rowan is a
Me?
passenger.
I am a crew member. I
Oh,
don't know.
I'm a crew member.
Oh my
I feel so
gosh.
sorry for you.
Someone's gonna get fired.
Possibly literally.
The ship is getting fired.
Oh god.
Well, Mark. I think we probably went a bit beyond what you were expecting.
So I'm going to move. He can take his attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Is it my turn by any chance? I was wondering about that.
It's Tektite's turn right now.
Okay.
All right, so you move up there. The bird is gonna get an attack of opportunity. He slashes at you with his talons. He is going to miss.
Okay. I'm going to take the other end of this rope, tie it to my other harpoon, and throw it at the bird that's going down.
All right, make an attack roll. I'm gonna. I am gonna make it with disadvantage though because you are fighting against the other bird with the rope. So go ahead and make the attack.
There's like 50 feet of rope. There's not that much rope.
Well, this bird is 40 feet down from the ship. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll accept that.
Yes.
So there's the first one and there's the second one.
Okay. God, why is it doing that? I hate that. I have to fix that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So your first one is a 7, your second one is a 12, so you are going to miss as your harpoon falls short of hitting the eagle.
That's not good.
It is not. Rowan, it's your action.
Not good.
I have to ask: is there how big is the fire on the balloon right now?
It is the size. It is the size of the web.
Oh, okay.
By any chance, would that be the equivalent of a small campfire? Hopefully.
No, it's like 20 feet across.
Yeah.
Okay. I have precipitation. I was hoping I could put it out, but guess not. Okay.
Anybody can control. Oh wait, yeah, that's only like 5 feet control fire. So no, never mind. Anybody here has a water spell or similar to that, or ice? Maybe ice types.
I could pour grease on it. I'm sure that could make it worse.
Please don't do that.
Oh, dude, can you cast the grease on the back of the eagle that the elves are riding on? Help, they fall off. And just die.
One elf's already unconscious, right?
This elf is in its claws and unconscious. This elf is falling to its doom.
Oh, no, never mind.
I don't think greasing it would help much at this point.
All right then.
I was hoping that would work.
No, they slashed me. They're going to die.
So wait, no one out of 7 people or 6 people here has a water spell at all. None of us.
Nope.
Okay, that's
grease. Please don't. That's close I got to a liquid. I'm sorry.
I can attempt to force the fire out of existence.
How can you do that? Just do that. Yeah, you can try it. That's something.
Or wait, hold on.
Wait.
Let me see
can I
what
make the fire fear me? Is that possible? Can cause fear make an object fear you? Is that a thing?
No.
Oh, dang. That'd be pretty cool though.
Can't wait to deal with that fire. Unfortunately, that's the honest truth.
All right.
Wait, I should let me check.
Yeah.
I am an artificer. Try to use my tinker. If I got close up, because my tinker's tools may put it out.
To put the fire out. Again, it is a 20-foot cube of fire right now. So.
Oh wait, hold on. I have participation. I'm retarded. I can do it.
You can put out a 20-foot cube of fire.
If I spend enough time, as long as it doesn't spread quickly.
We've been over that. I asked that. That prestidigitation is too small of a fire.
Yeah, it's just a campfire size. If there were 4 of you who simultaneously were like, "Oh, I'm gonna use prestidigitation on it," I might allow you to each put out a portion of the fire at the same time. But trying to put out a small corner of the fire, one action at a time, it's while the fire is actively spreading is going to be difficult. But if you had
oh shoot, what about sand? Can I just use sort of would sand work? Just
sand?
Just wondering. Yeah.
It depends on how much sand you're dumping on the fire.
Never mind. Anybody have a really powerful sand spell or anything like that?
You are Rowan. It is your action, and you do have 6 seconds to act in reality. Technically,
I know.
So.
I was wondering how big the fire was for the prestidigitation thing. Well, Dang. At this point, honestly, I can't do much at present. All I can do, I guess, is try and deal non-lethal damage to Senior Bound Eagle here. Is that allowed?
I'm sorry. Highlight it again.
I'm gonna try and attack this eagle with non-lethal damage, I guess.
Yes,
Not
absolutely. It is prone, so you do have advantage.
Okay, that's the first one. No. Okay, that's non-lethal damage,
All right.
and I'll hit it with another d6 anyway because I can. So still non.
Okay.
Okay, so total of 11 non-lethal damage, I guess.
11. Okay.
Hey, just want to ask, we're on a ship. Can we investigate for water? Can you use an enemy check to check if there's any water around?
Not in 6 seconds.
Okay.
I have a past investigation of 16. Can I see any water?
There are no, there's no water on the deck. No.
Wait, are there any clouds nearby?
Yes.
I shout to the helmsman, can you drift this thing? Can you drift this thing into a cloud?
Aye. And there are topsmen that are like actively trying to put out, or like they're moving around. So it is the sailor's turn aboard the ship. The first officer and the bosun are both giving out orders, and you see that there are crew members moving about in the rigging, trying to get to where the fire is, and do what they can to put it out. They are organizing the best they can at this point to do so. So they're gonna head up into the. They're gonna start trying to like get water from down below and get to it. Second, it is your action.
Is this eagle unconscious?
Okay.
Or still
How close to dying is the eagle over here? Like.
It does not look like it's in very good shape. It is
Perfect.
struggling heartily against its bonds.
What about the one that's by the web? Is it close? Is it dead or is it close to dying? The one that's currently on fire.
The one that's currently on fire is not. You don't know. It is. There's fire and it's moving around a lot and trying to get out of the webbing and covered in webbing. It's very hard to see what's actually happening up there.
Okay then. I guess for the eagle that's not close to dying, I will cast level 1 Ray of Sickness again. Wow, this is the only spell I'm currently casting. That's so sad.
This one here, is this the one you're trying to hit? Okay.
Yeah. No, the one that's closer to
this one here.
Yeah.
Okay, and you rolled a 12. You do have it. It's actually you don't.
Oh wait, I can roll twice, right?
Yes, you can roll twice.
Yeah. Okay. Roll again. Let's see what happens. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it with the ray of sickness, and it kind of like flops around for a few moments and falls unconscious.
All right. I get 3 more spell slots. Oh, sorry, 3 more HPs.
Yes, you do.
I'm almost back to full health, luckily. And that's one down. Sweet. Okay. So, are we like mostly done? Because like how you explained it, like one of the eagles is dead. 2 of them, one of them is on fire, and the one that's flying is actually falling. So, are we like almost done with them? You guess with the elves?
Though the eagle's still up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one.
Hoff, it is your action.
Alright, so as a free action, I'm going to disable my ball of fire.
Okay.
Are you sure? Maybe you to the other part of the ship too.
Yeah, just spread it around a bit, Make sure the whole entire mass is on fire.
Right, especially the captain quarters. I'm sure she'll love that.
Yeah. But realistically, I'm going to. Oh, jeez. How can I fix this?
Do you have a sand spell or a water spell or an earth spell? I don't know.
I have a whole lot of things that catch things on fire.
And you keep another fire to cancel the first fire out.
Yeah, man, fire to me fire.
Oh, dude, can we fight fire? Can we try that?
No.
God,
Dang.
honestly, consider the. I mean, let's try the blue to explode in all sincerity.
Channel Divinity. No.
Oh, what about like a wind spell, a very powerful wind spell that'll just knock out the fire? If you have anything similar to that, do you have something like that, by any chance?
No, I don't.
Do you only have fire spells? Is that all you have?
Currently, that's all I've got prepared at the moment.
You only prepared fire spells for the first day on your wooden ship.
Okay, to be honest, it comes automatically prepared with most of these.
Don't worry, I know you. I know. I can guess your patron.
So I guess I'll come down and help out and try to get water with everybody else or whatever they're doing to put out the fire.
Okay. You see Ivan down there, and he glares at you and hands you a bucket and says, he kind of says to you, "Da, you start this, you'll fix it."
Agreed, let's go. Get to it.
All right, and you get into this bucket line that's starting to get water out of their freshwater reserves down below.
I can help more with this tomorrow.
You help now.
In a different way. You'll understand when I do it.
If you wait till tomorrow, we'll all be dead.
The fire will be gone today, but the water will be back tomorrow.
This fish.
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Kiana, it is your action.
I guess I can't do anything else. I'm just gonna go and help them and give them a bit of morale or something like that.
Okay. So you join the bucket brigade to help out with the fire. This giant eagle here is going to take 2d4 fire damage. If Hoff, you want to go ahead and roll how much damage you do to the eagle?
So that's 3 and 4, so that's a lot. Not that much, but a lot.
Yeah. So 7 points of damage to the eagle and the ship. And the fire is going to spread 5 feet in every direction on the canvas of the balloon.
You just got on this ship.
The eagle, at the same time, the webbing is going to burn off the eagle, and it will no longer be restrained. So it is going to fly off, and some of the fire is going to go out as it does. The other eagle is going to fly down, catch the falling elf, and dash. So it flies 160 feet away from the ship, leaving you all to deal with the fire that is currently blazing.
Wait, what about this elf over here? Just there's an elf in the middle. It's like
it's unconscious.
She's unconscious.
She's unconscious.
But is she dead or?
She is unconscious.
I kept her alive so we can ask her later why they attacked.
I think
also
also
unconscious giant eagle, right? These are the eagles here was unconscious too.
He killed it. He did not knock it unconscious. Actually, he killed it for the hit points.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and tie this unconscious elf up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stab her.
What? Wait, you stabbed her?
That reminds me. All joking aside, I think I might have actually have a serious use for the grease spell that isn't about going to burn the ship. In all sincerity.
You want to cover it? You want to smother the fire with grease?
No, I'm being serious here for brief. Again, I'm being serious for brief moment. Would it be possible, essentially, you maybe use on, for example, the sails or equivalent thereof, so that way you can turn into the cloud bank quicker and get, turn quicker, so you can just turn quicker? Would that be possible?
You can certainly try.
don't cast it at the fire, obviously.
You just want to you're trying to what, like add weight to the ship or add
What I mean is that essentially, have you ever tried to open something that might be stuck? You can sometimes oil it and it turns better, that sort of thing, like that, but with grease instead.
Oh shoot! Wait. Can I use? What about reduce and enlarge? Is it possible to? I know you can enlarge objects and reduce objects,
yeah,
but can you
not
like reduce a fire by any chance?
no, I don't think it would work like that. I think it has to have some mass to it.
Like
Um
essentially, I'm
however,
just casting the joints so we can turn faster and hopefully get into a cloud quicker.
right. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, you can cast grease on the joints of the ship to see if that will help.
I'm
With
casting it for the record and nowhere near the fire. It will not.
yes. The fire's up on the balloon. You're casting it at like the wings and the sails. I get it. So
Yes.
you cast it at the joints of the ship, to get it to move more freely. Um, and I'm
What if
gonna.
it just goes out of control? It's not a good idea. Dude.
You guys form.
Grease can be wide. The grease is 10 feet. We can clear with prestidigitation, no problem.
Right. So you guys form a bucket line and start passing buckets up to the topsman. Water is sloshing everywhere. Um, the balloon of the ship is on fire, and the ship is making a rapid descent down. And as it tilts further and further in on a steeper and steeper incline, you begin to see the outline appear, out of the cloud cover of uh, um, of an island. Uh, the um, the balloon of the ship hits a cloud as it goes by, and between the picking up of speed and the moisture from the cloud and the buckets going up the side of the ship, the fire is going out and becoming just a trail of smoke. The webbing having been burned away reveals the gaping hole that's still in the balloon, and you realize that it is mostly deflated. And
How large is the hole?
the hole is about 20 feet, a 20-foot across gash in the side of the balloon.
Can the Warforge? Can a Warforge
Hold on, let's not talk over each other. Who started talking first? Was that Hoff who was asking?
Mm-hmm.
Who was asking about the size of the hole?
That was me.
Okay, so
I have them. I can mend if I can get 20 minutes. I can fix it.
Okay.
1 foot per minute.
Sure. So you start mending. Anybody else who has mending can use it absolutely as well. You start kind of like trying to mend the hole in the balloon, and your descent is rapid, and as you get closer and closer to this island, you're mending the sail, you're mending the balloon. They are doing everything they can to kind of like repair it and get it to stop hemorrhaging air, but it's already been blowing air out of the side of it, and it's already been on fire. The damage is kind of extensive at this point, and everybody make a dexterity save as the ship kind of gets pulled up a little bit and slams into the top of like a greenish mountainside on this island.
Okay.
Can I cast levitate on about 500 pounds worth of the ship?
Yes.
Kind of help glance it off of.
Absolutely. That sounds awesome. You do that. You can certainly do that.
I'm casting levitate on the ship to help it.
You cast levitate on the front of the ship, and it kind of like pulls upwards slightly at the last moment and skims the top of this green covered mountainside, and it like skims the top of it and bounces and slides and crashes into the side of this just evergreen covered forested mountain, and oh yeah, that's a lot.
It looks like only one person passed.
Rowan, you are standing. Taylor, you get thrown about.
Well, I have a question. Is it just Dex, or can I use Athletics?
You can use athletics. That's fine to plant yourself. And you hear the as the ship is like hits this mountainside. You hear the first officer shouting, "Brace for impact!" And the ship kind of slams into the ground, like with several bounces, and trees are everywhere. Branches are knocking into the topsmen, knocking them off of the kind of netting, so that they are hanging by their harnesses. Second, you fail your deck save and are thrown onto the deck of the ship. Tektite, you plant yourself and hold on as tight as you can. Kiana, you are able to utilize your elven grace to keep yourself upright. But Taylor second, and you guys get thrown around. And Hoff, you fall. You're like on the bucket line, bringing a bucket up, like halfway up a rope, and you've been going from below deck all the way up to the rope, and your harness isn't attached, and you get hit by a tree branch and go flying off the side of the ship and go falling down off overboard into the trees.
I'm okay.
Hey, you rolled a 1, man. These things are gonna happen. So
Maybe I should have saved the levitate for myself.
Anybody who failed is going to take some falling damage.
I'm okay with that. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. How many damage do we take? 2, maybe 3?
those of you
That's
who
good.
failed are going to take 5 falling damage.
5? Oh my. Okay.
And then Hoff, you're going to take an extra 4 falling damage and are lost and are stuck in a tree.
I'm guessing you didn't expect the ship to explode in the first session.
You guys kind of get your bearings, and the captain kind of shouts to First Officer Leventree, "Number 1, report." "Well, sir, we seem to be bloody crashed." I'll
Is
have.
the elf with us, or
What's that?
Or-
Yes, your fallen elf. Your fallen elf has kind of tumbled onto the deck of the ship, but was completely limp. So kind of saved her a little bit. I will say that you had her tied up. Yep. So I will say that she failed a couple of death saves there and is hanging on by a thread. You find yourselves kind of slowly standing up and looking around, and the XO is issuing orders to the tops, to the master of the tops and the bosun. "Get counts of the men. Find out how many we may have lost in the crash. Get Avernicus to start on the repairs. Any volunteers to help him will be necessary. Let's get this boat airworthy as quickly as possible. You there, with the elf.
Yes.
Bring her to me." And he
Okay.
marches into the command, like the command portion of the upper quarters, just below the pilot deck over here. Kind of asks you to bring them in. Ivan comes up to those of you who are still functioning. So he goes up to second.
Um,
Hello. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, he pulls you up off the ground, and stands you on your feet and brushes you off. And we have much work to do. Come, we will get this repaired.
I'm gonna go over and throw a rope down to get
I could help, I guess. I follow him.
Okay.
To do his bidding.
All right, and you're Tektite. You're throwing a rope down to Hoff. Hoff, you kind of you see this rope dangling and the giant Warforged looking down at you.
Hey.
Be quick about it. We don't have all day.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I make my way up.
All right. You guys go about gathering your wits, and Avernicus is freaking out. He's like assessing the damage as best he can, and he comes up on the top of the deck. He's got like goggles on his head, and they're askew, and like there are parts from his lab that he's like kicking off of his feet that have he kind of got tangled with in the mess. And he comes up to the top deck, and he turns to you, Rowan, and he's like, I could use a hand with some with some of this, if you wouldn't mind. I know you're a little bit of a newer artificer, but I'm sure you have enough skill to give me a hand and be my assistant.
Yes. Where is he on the map right now?
Let's say he just kind of popped out from below decks, so he's coming up from over here somewhere.
Okay. I guess I'll help him carry his tools as we try and fix this.
Okay.
Yeah. Carry the elf.
We are going to close out our session here. You guys get yourselves. Everybody is kind of like shaken and making the best of getting themselves put back together and starting to assess where the damage is, and the bosun is shouting orders at people. And after a few moments, the captain comes out of her kind of command area where the elf was dragged in by Taylor, and she comes out and says, "We're all to meet in the galley in the next 20 minutes to discuss plans. From there, we'll decide how we proceed. A lot of work needs to be done. The ship is in dire need of repair. I did not expect us to crash 5 days out from Geneva, but it is clear that the mission that we are on is grave enough that we have adversaries. Let's hope that everyone aboard is willing to lend a hand, get us airborne, and continue our quest, for we have been commissioned by the Crown to find items of incredible importance. I need your aid now more than ever, and your loyalty now more than ever. If all of you are willing and able, we must go on."
Aye, aye.
The crew all says aye, saluting the captain at once, and get back to work. And when we pick up next week, we'll find out. We will have a conversation below decks with the command crew to find out what exactly is the result of this crash, who's survived, how banged up the ship is, and what the next steps are, and maybe even interrogate an elf prisoner.
I have a splendid idea.
I'll try to see if I can talk with her first. Get her, please talk without having to, violence.
Or investigate Hoff. Maybe he's with them for burning the ship.
My goodness, he says Hoff is probably gonna have a nice talk with the captain at some point.
Oh, I'm sure something's gonna happen. Comments, concerns, questions?
Out of curiosity, did the greasing do anything, or was that just completely irrelevant?
It did. I absolutely factored that into. I'm gonna factor that into how damaged the ship is gonna be in the long run, and how I also factored it into how much falling damage everybody took when they failed their saves. So, yes, the grease helped. The levitate helped. The ship did not get completely destroyed. But yeah,
we didn't die.
Nobody died.
I'm okay with that.
Nobody died.
I don't care about the ship. I'm not dead. So.
Not yet.
Well, not yet, but I'm not dead now. So.
Did everybody have fun?
Yeah,
I had a ton of fun.
Sure, yeah, I mean,
Great.
I think the most fun was probably when the warlock hopped in, did set the balloon on fire. That was just funny.
Oh, I didn't set the balloon on fire.
That would be the cleric.
That was
sorry.
Yeah, the cleric set the balloon on fire.
My apologies.
I don't have any fire. Well, I guess I can. I just gotta roll a d20. If I get a 10 or above, I can use any warlock cantrip.
That's true.
My apologies.
I didn't have one memorized today, so.
Yeah, I apologize. That when people usually think it's a fire, from my experience, it's usually either a Pact of the Fiend warlock or a sorcerer.
Good.
Nope, it's our Ergonasi cleric that set the ship on fire.
Well, you know.
Our goody two shoes cleric doomed us all.
I think it's anyone else. That was hilarious. It really was.
Guys, it's job security. He's just making
sure
he has plenty to do.
Yeah.
Now I feel them all day.
I mean, I really liked making the noble lady smell farts. That was great.
That's fun. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. I hope that the people out there who actually watched our stream enjoyed it. Next
well,
week,
you do have
be better.
we do have at least one fan. My daughter liked it.
Yeah,
so.
Is that who's commenting on here?
No, that was me. The voodoo.
That's
voodoo.
My friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm voodoo in pretty much everything. So.
Yes. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week. I am actually going to be. I have 5 games a week right now on Roll20. We're going to see how many of those 5 games are up for Twitch streaming. I'm going to try and Twitch stream multiple times a week with my different adventures. Some of the groups have a little bit more, have had a little bit more time to mesh, so that may make a difference. And obviously, as I get more used to rolling this stuff out with Streamlabs and on Roll20, it's only bound to get better as well as we work out all the kinks. Anyway, we will play again next week. I do use milestone experience or a level advancement, so I don't give out experience. But we will continue the story, and I hope you guys are looking forward to what happens next.
Oh wait, so there's gonna be no level experience? We're not gonna.
No, it'll just be increases. I will let you know when you level up, and you will level up at that time. All right.
Thank you. In all sincerity, I actually do appreciate that because it means you're not utterly screwed if you miss one session because you can't make it.
No, I don't like to do that. Yeah.
Question. So I'm checking the stream. So my character is not on the Twitch stream. I think I didn't
add him to the. You didn't add him to our campaign on D&D Beyond.
I might not have. No. Send me a link so I can,
yes, I will do that. I will send you a link to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I gotta do that too.
Well, I think you did an excellent job considering it's the first time.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope that people enjoyed the stream. But more importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed the game.
Oh, absolutely. If you ever have more, I'm retired. I don't do anything except play Magic and play D&D. So that's my gig. So
I gotcha. I'm gonna sign off of Twitch now, and we'll come back and try this again soon. But then we can you guys, if you want, we can have a little chat afterwards to kind of wrap up and make sure everybody's
Sure.
where we need to be.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Twitch World.